Hey y'all, I gotta play that one more time.
Get your balls back. If you don't get your balls back, you won't have no seed to bring forth no fruit. I didn't come to play today. Somebody shout, I'm getting my balls back. I'm getting my ability to produce. I'm getting it back. I'm getting it back. You can be sissified if you want to, but greater is he that is in me.
Stay at home if possible. If you must go out, maintain 6 feet of distance between you and everyone else, and wear a mask if you're going to be within 6 feet of others. Wash your hands more often than you ever dreamed possible. Avoid alcohol, tobacco, and drugs. And call your friends and family. Check in on your mother. She wants to hear from you right now. And speaking of mothers, we need you to do this, if not for yourself, then for your abuela. Do it for your granddaddy. Do it for your big mama. Do it for your pop-pop. We need you to understand, especially in communities of color, we need you to step up and help stop the spread so that we can protect those who are most vulnerable. This epidemic is a tragedy, but it will be all the more tragic if we fail to recognize and address the disproportionate impact of COVID-19 and an array of other diseases and risk factors on communities of color.
Welcome, and this is Ultimate Black Man Radio, an all-inclusive YouTube channel dedicated to black men, black women, and black children, discussing topics ranging from relationships to finances to social issues affecting the black community. Welcome to the channel, and we hope you enjoy the content.
Yes, my level of trolling is unmatched. I am undefeated when it comes to trolling. Welcome everybody to another edition of the Ultimate Black Man Radio. I am so glad you have stopped by to join us on a late night edition. We are here a little later than we normally are, but for good reason, because we got some pretty good content coming at you today. Shout out to everybody that has helped the channel, helped it grow, that come by and listen. Of course, I'm Gabe. I'm one half of this channel. And of course, Ultimate Black Man Radio is a channel that hyper focuses on issues that affect Black men and women and children. Of course, we mostly deal with relationships, but we do delve off into other things such as finances, career opportunities, social issues, and the such. So glad to have everyone in the building today. A lot of people have been anticipating this particular episode, so I'm not going to hold this long, but it is a few housekeeping things that I do want to take care of here. Again, if you're new here and you're a new subscriber, thank you for subscribing. We really appreciate it. Make sure you hit the notification bell next to the subscription button, so you'll be notified anytime we go live. If you have any questions or concerns, you can always reach me here at ultimateblackmanradio@gmail.com. That's ultimateblackmanradio@gmail.com. You can always reach out to me there for show suggestions, questions, tips, anything you may have. You know, strawberry letters, anonymous letters. If you want to tell me how much you hate me and you think I'm a misogynist or a simp or a trick, hey, my email's open. Just email me and let me know. It's all love. And of course, we have a website here, ultimateblackmanradio.com. And of course, if you like, you can also donate here at Cash App $Ultimate Black Man. You can also here at PayPal at paypal.me/Ultimate Black Man. If you are looking to do any donations, anything you donate, of course, goes right back into the channel. Help build my PC that I use to pour or to make these cool videos y'all like and laugh at. I'm able to do all that stuff with the power behind this new PC that I do have. So everything that's donated goes right back to the channel. I mean, I might go pay for one OnlyFans subscription. I might go do that, but other than that, everything goes right back into the channel. I think that is everything. Hello, Friday. Hello, Shelton. Everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Yours truly, Aspiring Soul. My brother Frank, he was killing it over at View from the Man Cave. If you haven't subscribed, what are you doing? You are missing out on some really good content. He was really spitting some game over there at View from the Man Cave. So yeah, we're going to get right into it today. Of course, you know, when I'm on Facebook, I am usually trolled when I make posts. So these last few months in particular, I've had quite a few posts actually go viral. I've had at least 3 or 4. But there's one in particular that went viral, and that was talking about what women need to do to stop being single. That post is still getting discussed to this day. In fact, shout out to Miss Michaela Pink. She did a whole series on that post. So I might play one of her videos or something one day where she's kind of talking about it. She's doing a great job breaking that down. So I made that post back in like February and March. It's still getting traction today. But when these posts go viral, okay, guys, when they go viral, a lot of times I have oh, well, what are you doing to change the culture, change the environment? What's you doing to hit the community? I get that all the time when those posts go big, mainstream, and all the feminist hoes and the illiterate short bus niggas, they get on the post and it hits them in the face. So to try to alleviate a little bit of the sting, they come on the post and troll. And so I do shows like this. I was thinking, you know, one night, like, now, do I really give a damn what these folks think about me and the content I make? No, I really don't. But I said, you know what? To help quell the mouths of the losers and the degenerates of social media, I was going to actually do a series about side hustles. Now, it's been on my mind to do this for a while. I'm a Gemini, and if you know anything about Geminis, we're huge procrastinators. I am the biggest procrastinator you'll ever meet. Okay, I wait to do everything last minute. Y'all still ain't got the archetype videos for the ladies. I had somebody hit me up the other day saying, Gabe, I'm going to drive to Memphis and slap the hell out of you if you don't drop them videos. It's coming, guys. Don't worry. But I got on this side hustle series, and I feel like this is very important, especially for Black people, and especially for the time period that we're in. Shout out to MB. I see MB with the new profile picture. I got a little thirsty the other day when I saw her in one of these chat rooms. I didn't know who that was for a quick second. And I saw it was MB. I said, a nigga's going to have to take a trip out there to the DMV when I saw that new profile picture. So, shout out to MB. I see you. But in any regard, I decided to do this again because we have this COVID crisis going on and a lot of people are out of work. And so people are looking for extra money or looking for different ways to make money. And there are so many different ways to make money that people haven't even, a lot of this we don't really know about. And so this topic I'm going to discuss today is, I think people know about this, but I don't think people realize how much money is in this industry. And we're talking about eSports and gaming. Now, video games as a standalone is actually a bigger industry than the movie industry. Okay. It's the largest, I think, or second largest form of entertainment on the planet. Video games, just video games as an industry. It's a massive industry. It's going nowhere. Okay. But there are subsections of the gaming industry that are industries within themselves. And one of those is eSports. And another one of those is content creating around video games. And I don't think people realize just how much money goes into eSports. And so before I bring on the guest today and me and him, we have a discussion about this. I want to read an article. Now, see, white people kind of know how big this industry is, but Negroes don't. So I am here to bring light to this, okay? Now, if you see on your screen here, here's an article from Media Village. And there are a lot of articles here. I just chose this one. And this was published by Kate Evans, September 10th, 2019. And right here it says, eSports and the future of fandom. Okay? Esports and the future of fandom. So I'm going to read this really quickly, and then we're going to get into tonight's discussion. Right here it says, you've probably heard about esports, but might not be totally sure what it is. Simply put, it's gamers playing video games live, competitively, and with an audience. It sounds like it may be geeky and niche, but this perception is no longer true. Esports is a rapidly growing genre within sports and gaming, and is forecast to be a $1.5 billion industry by 2020. Okay, we'll read that again. Esports is a rapidly growing genre within sports and gaming, and is forecast, okay, it is forecast to be a $1.5 billion industry by 2020. Okay, and that's this year. It's even taking over audiences and share from traditional sports. By 2021, esports is slated to be the second in popularity to the NFL, ahead of Major League Baseball and the NBA. All right, let me read that again. By 2021, esports is slated to be second in popularity to the NFL, ahead of Major League Baseball and the NBA. Turn my gain down a little bit. I think I sound a little better there. Yes, I do. I sound pretty good. Why all the buzz about esports? Excuse me. The esports ecosystem is far more complex than you might imagine. There are organized gaming competitions that take place in sporting arenas, including Barclays Center in Brooklyn and TD Garden in Boston. Professional players train to play games that are organized in leagues. Tournaments have considerable cash prizes. For example, the League of Legends 2018 World Championship prize pool was $14 million. More than Tiger Woods won at the Masters in 2019. The games span a variety of types, from League of Legends, a multiplayer online battle arena game, which is called a MOBA. We call those MOBAs, to first-person shooters such as Counter-Strike and Overwatch. Call of Duty would be in this one as well. To battle royale games such as Fortnite and PUBG. We call this game PUBG here. Players Unknown Battlegrounds. We call that game PUBG. To games that mimic traditional sports such as Rocket League and Madden. They did not include fighting games in this, but fighting games is also really big into this, and me and my guests are going to talk about that today. It's important to note that esports is different from gaming. Although both grew up from the same medium, esports is a sport. There are competitions played for spectators, professional teams, and prizes, and players train and work at developing new techniques and strategies to win. Gaming is all about fun and entertainment and ranges from playing simple games on mobile phones to groups and individuals playing on a console or a PC. It also includes gamers who stream live on platforms such as Twitch, but their goal is one of creating content for an audience that enjoys watching, not winning, in a formalized setting. And we will be talking about content creation as well, because that is a huge industry for gaming. The buzz around esports is considerable. Well-known figures from traditional sports such as Shaquille O'Neal and Magic Johnson have invested in esports teams, and singer Drake has acquired a stake in esports organization 100 Thieves. There are even whispers that 2024 Olympic officials are in deep talks to include esports as a demonstration sport. Most recently, esports famous player Tyler Blevins, who is known by his player name Ninja, announced that he will be leaving Amazon's Twitch platform for Microsoft platform Mixer, which Mixer isn't around anymore. If I'm not mistaken, Shelton, it's been bought by Facebook. But that's how big this stuff is, folks. This created headlines in publications such as the New York Times, the Washington Post, CNN, and Forbes. As the move is seen as hugely important to Microsoft business and brand, Blevins' presence on the platform will guarantee a shift in audience, as well as transforms how players are compensated in the industry. Okay. The audience for esports is more diverse and wide-ranging than you might expect, and they're primarily the young, hard-to-reach group that advertisers want to engage. There are 40 million esports fans in the United States. 55% of those are those of the ages of 16 to 35, and 62% are male. Only 62% are male, so basically 40% are women. Interesting, huh? They're playing, watching others play, attending live events. That's another thing. Being a tournament organizer is very lucrative, although 23% are only watching and don't play themselves. Esports fans tend to be savvy and hard to reach with traditional advertising, as 68% use an ad blocker and less than 40% watch TV on a weekly basis. They're also involved, passionate group. More than 60% of Twitch fans, for example, engage with gaming personalities on a daily basis. Now, last but not least, why should brands be thinking about esports? And this is where things kind of come full circle. For brands, there are many opportunities for those willing to get in the game. As with any other partnership, esports should not be one component of a larger brand strategy. It must have a genuine, authentic fit. The message and consumer takeaway must be consistent across all esports channels and should ladder up to and support the overarching brand story. Opportunities exist across a wide spectrum, from low-cost short-term investments, e.g. ad placements across esports sites, networks, and platforms, to high-cost long-term investments, etc. Examples would be creating in-game exclusive content, sponsoring leagues and or teams, to developing custom games. Whatever the opportunity a brand may decide to leverage, it's important that it has a clear brand role, adds value to the experience, is authentic to gamers and the community, and is social, buzzworthy, and unique. Brands that can get this balance right will unlock new audience, have added cultural relevance, and stay on the cutting edge of sports fandom. And that's very important, because as more brands pour into this genre, the more money that will be involved. So that's that. And I wanted to read that to you guys to kind of know where we're going with this. And my guest today is someone who's been in the competitive scene for a while. He has had a team of his own. He's competed. He still plays, and he actually creates content as well. So I want to introduce my man, my boy, Big Shelton, synkiller. I think it is Doutherd. How you doing,
You
Shell?
said that. I'm fine. How are you?
I'm
Thanks
good,
for having
man.
me.
Did I say your last name right?
You said it perfectly, actually.
There we go. This that English major coming out. So, you've heard everything I've read and everything. Just go ahead and introduce yourself, tell your background and everything, and give the audience, some perspective on esports and video game content creation.
All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Shelton. My call sign is well, I got like three of them, but my main call sign is a Sin Killer. My gaming call sign. My handle is a Big Shell, and basically, 44 years old. I've been gaming since I was 3 years old, and just gaming has been a vital part of my life. It actually saved me. Back in the
Mm.
'90s. Back in the '90s, when gangster rap was prevalent. I was a teenager. You can say video games was my anti-drug, and it kept me out of trouble. Hanging in arcades instead of hanging in the streets. So with that being said, I owe video games my life. A lot of people don't, you know, understand that. I have three boys, and all three of my boys are gaming. The only person in this house that doesn't game is my wife. She hates it, but she understands it. So, and she supports it. So that's the most important part of the whole thing. If she didn't support it, then we would have problems. But other than that, that's the end all and end all. Now you say you want me to go on more and tell about
Yeah, I mean,
esports.
you can go ahead and give people a little perspective on the industry.
Hello, can you hear me? It seemed like you cut out, or did I cut out?
I'm here. I hit the button. I hit the button.
um, I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
basically, like you said, esports is a growing industry. Um, people are investing in it, like companies and corporations. It's very interesting. Is grown, and then like I said, like you said, I have a team. They call it the Fighters Alliance. We were based in the Midwest, but we're globally, whatever.
Mhm.
We're a fighting game team. We haven't been traveling as of late, because of pandemic and whatnot, and because a lot of the tournaments are shutting down or canceled or whatnot. We were, supposed to go to Evo. It's been a while. We're trying to make a comeback as far as the competing at Evo, but due to the pandemic and other
Yeah,
other
other things.
other things, it's no Evo today or this, and then and then also Evo has switched from going offline to going online.
Right.
as far as the tournament goes. But due to that other foreseen circumstances,
Man.
it's canceled. But
Good too. I can't.
yeah.
I'm not gonna get into that right now,
All
but it's been a
right.
long time coming.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming. Um, and then also, to hit your other point, yes, video games is very profitable.
Okay.
There are people out here making, five, six, seven, eight, nine figures off of playing video games. But one thing that I've noticed, and I'm seeing a lot, is that that money is not coming to the black community. Because
Not at
why? Because
all.
the black community is two reasons why. One, black community doesn't know anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
Two, black black people feel that video games is nerdish, not worth the time, and or it's like somebody told me, a white people thing, which is dumb and just retarded because
Right. Right.
there's money out here to be made. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And um, like I tell you like a little brief story like that's um like okay, in 2003, I was playing like PC games and whatnot. I really didn't play sports games. I mean, I play NBA 2K. That's my black gamer card. I always love 2K. You know, with your black gamer card, you either play 2K, Call of Duty,
Madden
or
or
Madden.
Call of Duty. Right.
So I played 2K, but went over for 4th of July. I went over my wife's people's house. They was playing Madden, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now this is what I call the hood heroes. All right, hood heroes is the term that a lot of us gamers use that in the competitive sport, is the guy that's in the hood that says nobody can't beat me and this and that, and there usually is always NBA 2K Live, Madden, or Call of Duty, right? It's always those games. Nobody
Right.
can beat them. But then when they go against professional esports players, then it's like, oh, you lucky. I ain't got time for this shit. I get money. I get bitches. And stuff like that. But anyway, the hood heroes, right? So my wife, her male cousins, they was in the back room playing Madden, right? And I was like, they was like, you play games, why don't you play back here? And then, they betting and everything. And I was like, I tried it, you know what I'm saying? And they would beat my ass. And they was talking mad shit. It was like, and you a gamer. Oh, you a nerd ass nigga. You can't beat us in Madden. Oh, you trash. You trash. I was like, you know what? Okay. Now that was 4th of July 2003, right? So they was playing Madden, you know, 2002. And it was like the next month, Madden 2003 was coming out. So I was like, all right, I'm about to get this shit and I'm about to beat they ass. So I went, got the game, trained up. Thanksgiving came, right? I went back in that room, beating their ass, making money. I was like, nah. So, oh, you went back home, trained, played against them white boys. That's what you did. That's what you did. No, man, you going back. And I was like, man. And then that's what made me think, was like, man, what are y'all talking about, man? Like, I mean, this is what we do. This is what I do. You know what I'm saying? Y'all beat my ass, was all fine and good. Took my bread, but now I'm back here beating your ass to take your bread. You know what I'm saying? It's a problem, and that's my story. Like, you know, I bring up that story is because that's how gaming is viewed in the black community for the most part. You know what I'm saying? It's all fine and good to play against your friends, but when it comes to like making some real bread, like there's been times where I put up uh Facebook stats was like, yo, the NBA 2K League is hiring, or they doing tryouts, go try it out and try to go make this money. And people be like, no, I ain't got time for that shit. I ain't got time for that. That's you know. It's always a seed of doubt. It's like, and then if you don't know about the NBA 2K League, the NBA 2K League is sponsored by the actual National Basketball Association. Not only that, their salary. The players are salary. Minimum uh salary requirement is $40,000 a year, plus benefits, which is dental, vision, and and life insurance. You know, and what they do is once you sign a contract with a team, a respectable team, like the actual team sponsors their league
Players.
profession,
They sure
their
do.
players.
Yep.
Like the Lakers have a team, the Pistons have a team, the Boston Celtics have a team, and what they do is they you sign a contract, before the season starts. They fly you out to their house because a lot of professional game teams, they have their own house so the players can have no distractions and they can practice. You fly out to the house and you and 5 other individuals or 6 or 8 individuals, I can't remember how many is on one team, and y'all train all day, every day. So here's the thing. You're getting paid to play video games. You living in a house. You don't have to pay for food because all the expenses is paid for. That's the life. Why wouldn't you want to do that? You train. The only thing you got to do is train so you can be the best that you can be. And then on top of that, every once in a while, players from the actual NBA come to the house and train with you. You know what I'm saying? If you play for, like, I forgot the name of the team, but let's say you play for the team for the Boston Celtics. Next thing you know, you sitting there, you training. Next thing you know, Jason Tatum walks in the door. He wants to get training because he holding a celebrity tournament next week, and he wants some input on a play game. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't. A lot of people just don't. And you know what I mean, it's very infuriating when people, especially, and I'm sorry, sisters, y'all just stop it. Just stop it. I'm not. I'm about to say some things. Y'all about to get y'all feelings hurt, but it's the truth. Okay. A lot of the pushback that I hear from, especially in the black community, it don't be the fellas, it be these sisters. Like I seen the PlayStation 5 is coming out in November. A lot of guys was getting geeked and getting excited for it, and all I'm seeing is from the females is like pushback, like get you a real man. Like I seen a girl put up a post saying, get a real man that with some power tools, and then versus a PlayStation 5. What does that have to do with anything? It's like that's stupid. And then that's one. And then two, a lot of single mothers I've seen, they be shunning their kids. They be like, get off that goddamn game. You know what I'm saying? I understand, kids, they want to play games. They just want to play games so their brains fall out. You can set rules and schedules, so they can, get their schoolwork done or get their chores done. I get that. But if their schoolwork is done, their chores is done, and they're not in the streets and they want to play video games, then let them play the video games. I don't see nothing wrong with that. I mean, granted, sometimes it's good for them to get out the house and meet with their friends or whatnot. I get that too. But I see a lot of young sisters, especially young mothers, that be adamant to try to get the joystick out their hand and then put the basketball or football in their hand and make them try to go pro. You know what I'm saying? Because they feel that going pro in NBA, NFL, or the MLB is more important or better than actually teaching them how to create or become identity in the esports league. And that's another thing I want to talk about. It's like,
Yeah, we'll get there in just a second. Let me point something out. Okay. And I'm very strategic with what I do. There are 6 people on YouTube listening right now. Okay. On average, live listeners, I'm usually averaging now between 40 and 60. Okay. I am doing this series for a reason. I'm gonna leave it at that. I got 6 folks in here listening, while Ninja's over here signing contracts for $20 and $30 million. I got niggas on here. It's 6 folks listening right now. I got a guy who's in the industry telling you what you need to do. Is 6 folks listening. If I was talking about hoes or celebrities, I'd have 55 folks in this chat right now. I'd have 55 people in this chat right now. The video will get about 1,000 to 1,500 views. I'm doing this for a reason. So when you hoes and you niggas come on my page talking about what about the constructors? This is the constructive stuff, and none of your niggas are showing up. And I'm gonna keep doing. I got so many of these side hustle series lined up. And you niggas that come over here talking that I'm gonna block you. I'm going to block you. See, when it's time for us to talk business, and talk about how we can secure that back. See, I got niggas that come on my channel every other video. Frank can attest to this. They come on my video saying, "Oh, you need 2 incomes to survive. You can't survive on no 1 income. My woman gotta go work." And I'm sitting here doing side hustle videos so you niggas can survive out here in these high ass cities. And it's 6 folks listening right now. I'm going next time you niggas come on my page and on my channel talking that shit, it is an automatic block from here on out. I'm blocking folks. So I'm just letting y'all know I'm paying attention. I did this for a reason. I did this series for a reason, and I am taking note. Now, Shell, you did say esports is profitable. As far as their profitability goes, do you feel like people interested in gaming should go the suit and tie route, or should they go the content creator route or the professional gamer route? What are your thoughts on that?
It depends. I mean, and you could go either way. You could go either way as long as you. Here's the thing. First and foremost, you got to come up with an idea. Then the idea turns into a first you get a thought. Then you turn that thought into an idea. Turn the idea into a brand, and you turn that brand into a household name. And whatever you could do to, you find your niche first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? So you can, like, okay, case in point, like I have 3 boys. One's 24, my mid son is 16, about to turn 17, and my youngest is 13, about to turn 14. Okay. Now, my mid son, now I'm 6'1", okay? I'm 6'1". My mid son, when he was a baby, we took him to the doctor. It was like, oh, he's in the 96th percentile of being over 6'6". And I was like, he's a baby. How can you figure that out? This little Mo, he now towers over me. He's like 6'4" and still growing. All right. Every time we out in the street, I look like I'm the son and he's like my dad. You know what I'm saying? And people are like, man, you need to put a ball in his hand. You need to put a ball in his hand. And I tell people, I try to have him play basketball, but I want him to play basketball because he's an introvert. And so I don't need him to go play basketball so he can meet friends and learn how to be a team, be more around people, team offline. But he refuses to play basketball. His thing is he wants to develop games. He wants to code video games. He's actually going to school for coding, and he wants to make video games. He says, "I refuse to be He says, "I refuse to be stereotypical, black man and learn to play basketball," and I respect that. But every time we out, first thing out of everybody's mind, especially the black community, is like, man, if you don't put a basketball in this dude's hands, man, he gonna be a beast. I was like, man, look, I don't force my kids to do anything. He wants to be going to school programming. He's already had his first tournament, and yeah, and let me speak about that too. The difference between suburban schools and inner city schools. My kids have been going to suburban schools most of their life, but the thing is, out here in the suburban schools, they have after school programs versus the inner city schools. And a lot of these suburban schools now they have. I'm kind of jealous because they didn't have this when I was a kid. They have video game after school things. Like there's a Minecraft club.
My
son was my son was a part of that. They have like fighting game clubs. They have animation clubs, and it's not just kids hanging out and doing this. They have like sometimes they have like people that's in that industry come and have lectures for them and stuff like that. And it's out here, and as far as what people can do and what people can learn. And it's just like back to your question. I'm going off on rambling. I'm sorry. Back to your question. It depends on. Like you said, it depends on. Like I said, it depends on which way the person wants to go. Me personally, I think that due to the pandemic, is more beneficial, especially for young black gamers. Is more beneficial for them to be content creators than it is to go to esport route because, like I said, what happened with Evo and what's going on as far as like social distancing, we don't know what's going to happen as far as how the procedure is going to be. Because, like you said earlier about the Olympics, the Summer Olympics in Tokyo for 2020 is canceled. But before the pandemic hit, they were going to have an eSports section. League of Legends, Street Fighter, and I think another game was supposed to be introduced into the Summer Olympics. Teams were formatting. National teams were formatting to compete. But since the pandemic hit, that's not even an option anymore. And even though esports, a lot of like you say, a lot of sports teams and a lot of sports corporations um, are being affected by this. Esports did take a hit too, but at the end of the day, there's still a lot of tournaments going on, especially online tournaments. So, me personally, in my personal opinion, I think that Black gamers should invest in being content creators. And another reason why is because you own it. It's your baby. It's you grow it, you build it, and you create your brand, and there's a couple people that have been on my team as far as being uh, professional gamers, as far as competitors that branch out. They form their own team or they form their own brand. And when I say they form their own brand, they have their own Twitch channel. They sell their own T-shirts that they created. People are buying their T-shirts or buying their mouse pads or buying little nicks and necks that they've created with their name or their logos on it, and they 100%, all the proceeds go to them instead of going to like some corporation. So me personally, I feel that people should create their own content because you own it.
And even if you do go the esports route, you can still, after you retire or you want to stop playing, you can create content. Like there are just so many different ways to make money with this, and this is why I'm doing this episode, because it's so crucial. We have so many unproductive dudes in the community not doing a damn thing, and this is one way they can do something. They can be productive. People are obsessed with watching video games. I have a good friend of mine. If you looked at her, you'd never guess she likes to watch video games. She's cute as she can be and never post about it on her social media. She's obsessed with Twitch. Obsessed. She watches it all the time. I just love to watch people play video games.
Oh, can I address that right quick too?
Yeah.
Let me about as far as parents. A lot of people, especially in our community, think that a lot of people that game that are Black are overweight, staying in mom's basement.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The girls are fat, obese, don't look good, very attractive. They don't like they only like white dudes or Asian dudes. They don't like Black dudes. Let me explain something. There's a lot of misconception or misconstrued information for that, because there's a lot of sisters that you don't think that is bad as hell walking down the street that has a Twitch channel and is just flat out gorgeous. You know what I'm saying? Just flat out, just straight up. You like, dang. And then next thing you know, they like, they talk to them, they talking that game is, oh, you into that nerd shit. I can't mess with you. I still smash you, but I can't really form a relationship with you because you're on that nerd shit. And that's man, that's so stupid and asinine. It's this thing is, like you said, man. Like you said, like when I was on your last podcast with Insecure, there was a lot of people in there talking about drama and talking about stuff like. But now this podcast, we talking about how to make a you could actually make a living and nobody. Yeah,
it's four people listening right now. I see, like I say, I'm doing this because I knew this would happen. I knew this is the route it would go. I'm going to continue to do these though, and I'll know what to do when these folks come over here and troll. This is intentional though, because I knew. See, when I do my next show, because I'm actually going to do a video on Janelle Monáe. I'm actually going to do a live on her too. There's going to be 60 damn folks in it. I know this, so I'm doing this. This is on purpose. What I'm doing. When these dudes come over here and say they can't make it on their own, I'm gonna point them to this series. I'm gonna tell them to shut their mouth, go to this side hustle series, and go find you a way to make you some money. So this what's going on right now, this does not shock me. I knew this would happen. It was same for the Forex video. There was a lot of good information in that video. I don't know if it even broke 100 views. I got videos on my channel. The K Michelle video on my channel has almost 1,200 views. So I know what time it is with you niggas, but this is why I'm doing it, so I can call your ass out. So it's all intentional. What do you think is the biggest obstacle facing professional gamers and content creators?
The biggest obstacle is ignorance. Just not knowing how to be a good content creator. Just knowing how to make your hobby profitable. Or make it lucrative. That's one of the things. The biggest obstacle is ignorance. The second obstacle is racism. Like, I mean, a lot of racist people are showing their true colors. And then a lot of gamers, there's a lot of racist gamers out here. I don't know why people are shocked. Like, you're a gamer. And, a lot of people think that gamers are kumbaya, but that's not the case. There's a lot of racist, sexist gamers out here. And, like, I've had one of my friends, he plays Apex Legends. And he just faced with a racist gamer. And the gamer said something to the degree of, saying, you know, said something derogatory about George Floyd. That's why he got killed, and you can get killed too. And one of his female friends was like, that's it. I'm gonna take the game. I'm gonna have my kid out here and these, playing these games. If there's racist gamers like that, and I voiced my opinion to her. I was like, sister, no, do not take that game from him because of what some racist guy said online. I was like, he needs that.
Because the racist gamer will go on to make $100,000 a damn year playing Apex in the Apex Legend League, while your son over here struggling to make $12 an hour at the local Walmart.
Right. And it's like, and then also it's like, regardless of what you do, if you try to take the game from him because of what somebody said online, I mean, he's going to face racism. So don't punish him for some ignorant fool, what he says. I mean, and that's another thing too. A lot of females, a lot of single mothers, I'll even say single fathers, they don't be checking what their kids do on these online games. You know what I'm saying? If anything, make sure you stay in your kids' gamer tag. Make sure you have your kids' gamer tag. Make sure his online circle of friends are legit. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of pedophiles out here too that's preying on these kids too. So that's another thing. You got to make sure who your kid is playing with and whatnot, or what have you. Because I mean, what we as a black community fail to realize is that online time is different from real time. A minute on online time is basically an hour. An hour on online time is basically a day. A day on online time is basically, for a week. Time moves fast online. And what I'm saying is that when you let's say you have a young man, your son, and let's say he wants to be a content creator. Let's say he wants to play, I would say, Apex, and he wants to stream it, and he make him set a stream schedule. Like, let's say he in school. Let's say every Friday night from 5 to 9, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. That's his stream schedule. He streams and he plays Apex, and people come and watch him play. Right. Within the first 30 seconds, he turns on that stream. He gets 10 viewers. Next, every minute that passed, he's getting additional 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 people. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, let's say he puts up an ad, like an ad shows like every 5 minutes. When he's playing, he's like, I do a commercial break. He does an ad. Now, if he's an affiliate for Twitch, if he shows that ad, 60 people sees that ad, he made at least good $300 right off rip for just playing the ad, just playing a 30-second ad on his stream, and had like 50 or 60 people watch it. You know what I'm saying? That's how you build content. You monetize your Twitch channel or your YouTube channel, show a video, people watch that view, and then next thing you know, your kid get money. Then next thing you know, he's getting a check. He's getting a check from Twitch through the mail, and next thing you know, you're like, who is Twitch? Like, oh, that's my channel. They paying you? Like, yeah. So that's what. And then you got to teach your kids, open your kids a bank account when they start getting money. You should. The thing about black people, when your kid is like 13, he should already have his own bank account. But that's another subject.
That was really good. That was really good information. Really, really, really good information. Shout out to Miss Nicole Michelle at Nicole Michelle TV. Everybody say hello to Nicole. Good to see you, dear. Even Nicole is trying to get the game on content creating for video games. We're gonna have the Inner Beauty Movement presents gaming with Nicole, and Nicole gonna be on Twitch playing Tropico. Nicole gonna be on there with a ponytail. She gonna have a little glasses on so she can make sure she see the screen real good. And she gonna be going in on the Tropico and telling women how they can get married. Oh man, I actually saw on Facebook Gaming, I kid you not, the channel called the something grandma, and it's an older white lady playing Call of Duty Modern, the Warzone, the Battle Royale, and she was getting it in every bit of 60 years old and was mowing fools. And I got niggas on here talking about some, I don't know what I'm going to do. You got this 60-year-old white lady. Anyway, I ain't gonna go into that. What games should prospective professional gamers and content creators look to get into? Well, what's some good games for them to get into?
Pretty much any game that deals with competitive or cooperation, you can get in and start streaming. You can stream any game. You can stream. You can find there's communities for any game, but right now I would say, like, let's say you have because kids are in the know right now. They're social distancing has not stopped them from gaming and whatnot. Let's say you have a kid. Let's say he's 6, 7, 8 years old right now. He has a PlayStation 4. Or he has an Xbox One. He's playing Fortnite. He can get into streaming Fortnite. I mean, the thing is too with the new systems, the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, they automatically they're automatically set up for you to stream. You don't have to buy any other equipment. You know what I'm saying? Only thing you probably have to buy is probably a mic and an Xbox Live or a PlayStation Plus card for them to be able to go online. If they have a mic, if they have a controller, they have the game, they're instantly automatically already can stream content off rip. And they got internet and they got internet connection. Now they automatically like 75 to 80% set to start streaming content. Once you want games that they need to figure out what they want to play, games that they get in there. I would say Fortnite, Apex Legends, Overwatch. Those are the first-person shooter games. Sports games, they can stream NBA, 2K, Madden. Hell, they can stream race games like Forza, Gran Turismo. Survival horror like Resident Evil. I mean, you can even stream. You can even stream like single player games. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta figure out what your niche is and start streaming. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let me break it down to you. I'm about to really get deep. First and foremost, before you start making money, you have to find your brand. You got to find out what you like as far as when it comes to gaming and what you're going to stream. That's number one. If your kid loves Fortnite, have him stream Fortnite, and that's the only thing he streams because he has to create his content, and he also got to create his brand, and he also create his following. So let's say he plays Fortnite. Have him sit down, create a schedule. Like, okay, on the, every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you're gonna stream for maybe 2-3 hours, and this is what you're gonna stream Fortnite. Have him do that. You also have him do that because you want him to create a personality. People ain't gonna just turn in and watch you if you don't have a personality. It also teaches him. It also gives the kid confidence because he's talking to strangers, and he's in the safety of his home. Have him sit up there and make sure he interacts with the audience. That's very important. Nobody's going to sit and watch your stream if you're not interacting with you, answering questions or looking at the chat and replying to questions on your stream. So that's number two. Number three, once you get that set, you build a following. Once you build a following and you get what is called unique visitors, it's a stat on Twitch or on YouTube. It's called unique visitors. That means how many new people come to your stream or come to your channel to see who you are. Once you get those numbers up, then Twitch will come to you and be like, hey, I see you're making some numbers. I see you got some unique visitors. Would you like to be affiliate with us? Once you become affiliated with Twitch, that's when you can start getting money or getting revenue. You have to get and then the way Twitch sets it up, they set it up like it's an achievement or like a trophy, just like in your games, like you unlocked. It's like with Twitch, it's like you got to get 50 followers. You have to get maybe like 100 unique visitors, and you got to do something. You got to stream for X amount of hours. And when you unlock all this, then Twitch will send you an email. It was like, do you want to be affiliated with us? Meaning you can start putting ads. You can get personal emojis for people to put up on your channel. And once you put the ads up, then they'll ask you for your banking information. They'll ask you, how do you want to receive your payment? If you receive your payments for the money that you make. Once you affiliate, then next you start getting more people, more followers. And then if you get over maybe 500 followers and more unique videos, then Twitch will come to you and be like, you're doing good numbers. Do you want to partner with us? Now, partner, that's when you get the real bread. That's when you get the big money. That's when you get the notification and the notoriety from corporations, because then companies will come to you and be like, hey, we got this new controller, and we'll pay you X amount of money if you give us a shout out of our controller on your stream, and that's how you start making money, and that's how you start making some revenue, generating revenue for you and for yourself, and maybe quite possibly for your family. And that was just what I just said was just a blueprint of how to get that started, to go from point A, from being like a 6-year-old kid who just stream and playing, doing something he loved, to being a business person, playing video games, doing something he loved, and being sponsored from sponsored by a video game company or because look, that's how the little kid, I forgot his name, but that's how the little kid started on YouTube channel. All he did was, I forgot his name. All he did was his parents had him go on there, and he just, every toy he opened, new toy he got, every new toy he got, he would do an unboxing, show how it was, review it, and that was it. And now he's like the number one. He got so many toy companies coming to him and giving him toys.
He's the highest earning YouTuber on the planet. He makes $25 million a year.
And he's only what, 10, 12 now?
Yeah, he's like 8, 9, 10, something like that. 25 million.
And that all started because all he wanted to do was just unbox toys and show other kids how toys are. Now I have another story, just real quickly. There was this guy, I forgot his name. He's in Nebraska. He was a an elementary school teacher, right? Now, I don't know, a lot of y'all don't know, but a lot of guys my age or younger, we really don't like playing with little kids. I mean, that's another thing you have to deal because
Yeah.
little kids are we call them squeakers. They squeak, they yell, and a lot of kids don't, regardless of what color or nationality or creed, they always try to get all, say, racial slurs and this and that, or they try to be cool because they want to be with the grown-ups. And usually we mute them and whatnot. He plays this game called Destiny. Destiny is like, MMO, whatever.
Yeah.
And what he did was, since he was a fan of it, he would take little kids, because a lot of people don't want to play with little kids in games like that because they don't follow directions. And he basically would take little kids and put them on his fire team and teach them how to play the game. And he used that niche to grow his Twitch channel. And now kids from the ages from 6 all the way to 13 come to him and come to his channel, and his channel just blew up overnight. That's how Ninja got popular, because all the little kids, other stream content creators for Fortnite were like, cussing, argumentative and whatnot. Ninja, he hardly ever cussed on his stream. That was his number priority. That's why he got so big.
This is huge for me. Even for me, I need to hear this myself.
He made it. He was like, look, I'm not going to cuss. He's like, I'm playing a game that has a lot of little kids. A lot of little kids are going to look up to me. I can't cuss. You know what I'm saying? He went to Hulk Hogan, eat your vitamins, say your prayers. He found his niche. He catered his channel for around kids, because a lot of kids were, a lot of adolescents was playing Fortnite. And that's why they were looking up to him, and that's what blew up his channel and blew up his popularity. He catered his gaming channel for kids. If you ever watch old classic Ninja stuff, he never really cussed. He never sweared. He never did any obscene gestures or anything like that, and it just grew. Now he's adding a little vulgarity to it because the kids that grew up with him, they're older now.
Yeah.
So, but that's how he blew. That's how he blew up. You know what I'm saying? It's just, and then once you find your niche and whatnot, and then and then another thing too. Now I'm about to get racial. You're dealing with because it's us. We're black people. Black people, we have to start supporting each other. All we got is us. If you meet a guy or a kid out on the street and he tells you he has a Twitch channel, take that Twitch channel down. Even if you don't want to watch it or that's not your thing, at least share it to people that do and be like, oh, I got a son. He plays Fortnite. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you play Fortnite? It's like, yeah, I stream. Oh, you stream? What's your streamer name? What's your YouTube channel? Maybe I have to, share it, because a lot of us don't pass that information, and it's free. We're not asking you for money. We're not asking you for a shout out. We asking you like, look, just come see my stream, see what I'm about, tune in. Even that little 30 seconds, this is what I'm talking about, online time. Even that 30 seconds you check in, or you chime in, or you come in and see my channel, that 30 seconds help my viewership, help my unique visitors grow. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you got to stay there the whole time and see what I'm talking about. If you just tune in for 30 seconds, that helps my numbers grow. Or that helps that little boy's numbers grow.
Great point. A lot of good information in here, folks. A lot of good information, especially for my people that got kids. You're not going to hear this anywhere else. This is what separates me and Frank's channels from everyone else's. We're giving you good information. Okay. These white folks ain't giving y'all information like this.
They don't want to see you succeed at all. They think
say that again.
They don't want to see you succeed at all. They don't. They won't tell you this, but I'm telling you this right now. A lot of white gamers think that black gamers can't game at all. Anyway.
Yes, and which is so false, by the way.
They don't. They give you the NHL treatment. They like, You know what I'm saying? It's like there's no such thing as a black hockey player, even though black people created hockey. That's another
Create, yep,
story.
black people created hockey. Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? They give you the NHL treatment. It's like, man, they don't want you in the sport. They
Yep.
don't think you can play the sport. They don't think it's like, why don't you go play basketball? That's what something you're good at. Why don't you go play football? Go catch a football. Put the joystick down. Put the controller down. You know, you're not good. This is our ramp.
And let me tell you guys something. Floyd Mayweather said something that was really, really interesting. He says that the reason MMA is so big is because the white boys could not keep up with the blacks, the black men and the Hispanic men in boxing. And he said they ran over there to MMA because they knew they didn't stand a chance in boxing. Because if you look at the top heavyweights the last 25 years, you got maybe 2 white heavyweight boxers that were good, and one is Tyson Fury. You might have 3. So he says that a lot of them ran over to MMA because they couldn't hang in boxing. And now that black men and Hispanic men, Latinos, all of them, now that we're learning how to proper techniques for MMA, we getting ready to take over MMA because John Jones is widely considered the best MMA fighter on the planet. And he's black. So I'm saying all that to say it's the same thing with gaming. A lot of these white boys know they cannot hang with us on the football field and the basketball court. So they go over here to eSports and they want to go over there and dominate. And they're extremely racist at a lot of these events. Extremely racist and they can be unwelcoming. But they know what might happen if black boys actually get a foothold in esports. Because I'm going to show you guys something here. Okay, y'all hang tight with me. I just want to show you something. I'm going to show them something here. Let me see. Y'all hang tight. I should have had this pulled up.
Oh, Frank is from the man cave, right?
Yeah, he's from the man cave.
Okay, I'll tell you my stream later.
Yeah, we'll get you the stream. I'm gonna show you somebody here, guys. Okay, because this is gonna bring my point full circle. Let me share my screen. Share my Chrome tab. Okay, can y'all see my screen there?
Yes.
Okay, this is a guy here named Item. Okay,
Item.
This guy here named Item. And he is a Street Fighter V player. Okay. Now there's this thing. Street Fighter V is my favorite fighting game. Is my favorite fighting game of all time. Is my favorite video game of all time. I absolutely love Street Fighter. I can actually vividly recall the first time I picked up and played Street Fighter, and I freaking loved it. Right.
Mm-hmm.
This is Item, and this is from his 2018. This needs to be updated. This is the first thing I saw. But this is a black guy from the city of New York. And right here it says about him, it's popular face at East Coast Next Level Battle Circuit. He's a ruthless local and one of the most popular weekly terms in the United States. A Laura Main since Street Fighter V release. Item has been consistent contender there. And despite traveling less than most players, which is bullshit, his explosive style demands the respect of his opponents. Now, you had these white folks and these Asians from Japan, and no disrespect to Japan and Korea. Those guys are amazing. But you had these folks running around here. They were getting sponsors and being flown everywhere, and they were getting paid. And Items up there in New York, and New York is actually a hotbed for fighting game players. It's one of the most respected regions in the country, right up there with LA and probably Texas and Florida. He was straight murking folks with who a lot of people consider one of the weaker characters in the game. A lot of folks consider Lorsi's not a very quote unquote good character, according to the tier list and all that. According to this, that's just the thing. A lot of people don't think she's a good character. Now, me personally, I think she's top 10 easy in Street Fighter 5. But he had a character that a lot of folks, and this is her right here, a lot of people did not think she was very good, and he was destroying people. Destroying. And do you know this guy here did not have a sponsor? He did not. Am I lying, Shelton?
No,
he
did not
have a sponsor. Nobody wanted to sponsor him. They would, he didn't travel enough. He would travel, get top 8. He still couldn't get sponsored. This guy just won Capcom Cup in 2019. He won $250,000 as a non-sponsored player.
That is right.
He just won $250,000 and he was not sponsored.
And you know what's let me inject something. Let me inject something to that. His name is IDOM, which stands for I Dominate. The reason why he started playing fighting games, because he did. I saw his one of our peers interviewed him after he won Capcom Cup.
Mm-hmm.
He said the reason why he got into fighting games is because he had just broke up with his girlfriend, and he went over his friend's house and they started playing games in 2015. Right, and he was going in college, and he was starting college too. His girlfriend just broke his heart, and he got into fighting games. And then he started going to the locals. Then it's quite funny. He said after he won that money, that same girl that broke his heart came back and tried to get back with him.
Oh my God, man! It's real out here, folks.
And that's the thing. A lot of people don't understand that. They understand that there's money out here to be made. This dude
won $250,000.
And a year before that, a dude from the Dominican Republic, RD.
Yeah, RD. Yeah,
he won. He won.
He was black.
He put his whole community on. Yeah. Now everybody, he created an arcade down there. Sure and did. The year before that, Knuckle Dude won. Yeah. The Asian kid from Florida. He bought a house. He bought a house with his proceeds. He bought a house in Florida from winning Capcom Cup. Do you understand? There's money out here to be made. Now, granted, you have to train, you got to practice, you got to treat this like not only like a job, but like you going pro.
The thing is, a lot of these niggas, the ones that like to come on here and argue with me, they do that anyway. They're not productive. They don't have jobs. They stay in their mom's basement, a lot of them. So they actually have the time to dedicate to do something productive. That's the thing. They have the time to do it. And they just need to do that. But these white folks are not going to give you a fair shake in this game if you want to go the professional route. It made no sense. I just laughed about it. But it made no sense. He was not sponsored at last year and he won Capcom Cup. I mean, he beat some of the best players in the world. I think he beat Punk, who's another black Street Fighter player. He beat Punk. Didn't he beat Tokido?
He beat Tokido.
Yeah, he beat Tokido, which widely considered best Akuma in the world.
He's considered one of the top fighting game players of all time.
All time. This guy here from New York beat him. And he was not sponsored. So I'm saying all that to say there's opportunity here. Because you want to know something? I'm going to say this and I'm going to let you talk, Shelton.
Mm-hmm.
We need to be sponsoring him.
Yeah.
There's no reason why black folks, we should be sponsoring him. We have to stop waiting on white folks to give us an opportunity. Because what if he couldn't have made that tournament because he didn't have enough money to go? Thankfully, he did. But what if he didn't? He would have missed off on $250,000.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying all that to say this industry is not fair. But if we stick together, Shelton just said that supporting each other, pushing each other. We'll dominate this too. White folks and the white corporate structure in esports, and I'm gonna say it, I don't care who don't like it, they are afraid that guys like Item and Punk are going to keep winning these tournaments. He embarrassed a lot of these players. A lot of these players are considered GOATs, and he was embarrassing them, stunning them. Each round, he's stunning them with one of the worst characters in the game. I want y'all to think about that. Go ahead, Shelton.
Another thing too, the thing is, video games is gender neutral. So a lot of these boys and these girls, you can have some girls. You can have a future idol and a female. As a little girl, your daughter, she could play these games too. I mean, it's not like traditional sports where you have a man side and you have a woman side. No, male and female go against each other. Two of my best partners in Overwatch are female. You know what I'm saying? They females can play this stuff too. But here's the thing too. A lot of black boys catch flack from their Caucasian peers, but it is 10 times worse for our daughters because they catch flack from their white peers and their black peers, and we need to stop that too. We need to stop. Because there's a lot of sisters that are, I would say a lot of women that are intimidated, to get on the mic when they play these games, because once they get on the mic and they start talking, first thing out of people's mouth is, "Oh my God, it's a girl! Show us your titties or do this and do that." We need to stop that. And then also, I mean, there's a lot of girls. There's a lot of girl gamers actually. Since 2018, there are more girl gamers than there are guy gamers all over the world. You wouldn't think that. I'll say that again. There are more girl gamers than there are guy gamers right now. Since 2018, more girls are playing video games.
To support what Sheldon is saying, this is a girl right here in the middle. Her name is Cuddlecore, and she's an amazing Tekken player. She's right there in the middle. Look, she's cute as she can be, too. Ain't she just adorable? Look at her. And they said she's Cuddlecore, how one woman's win streak inspired ladies across the FGC. Ellie's Tekken Team Takedown was a high bit of competition, but they didn't stop ITS Cuddlecore from running the gauntlet as team captain. And she plays Tekken, and she plays this character here. I think it's Ling Ling. Yeah. I call her Ling Ling.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this is her here. Let me see. Right here. This is her. And these are actually her results. Here. So she's really, really good. She's a black girl.
She's really, really good.
She will kick your ass.
She beat the snot out of me, dude. She really good.
She cold.
She cold as hell.
She's really good. Little black girl. I mean, cute as she can be. She's really good. In fact, there's a video of her and Lil Majin. Lil Majin's actually, this is Lil Majin. He's actually from Memphis. He's another black gamer. He's the best King player in the world. A lot of people consider him.
He got top 3.
He got third place at Evo. Out of, I think that year Tekken had how many competitors? I want to say 1,100.
Yeah, it was close to 1,200.
Yeah, it was like 1,150 competitors, and he placed third. This is another one. He does not get respect he deserves either. I mean, he's finally kind of getting the respect, but he doesn't get sponsor offers like he should either. I mean, these folks kick folks' ass in these games. I'm talking, they're beating folks that have sponsors, paid, they on salary, and they be beating the shit out of them. And these folks can't get sponsors. And it's sad.
Little Majin has his own little brief documentary on YouTube with
Yes,
the
he does.
esports
He does.
with the esports YouTube channel,
Mhm.
and they do little documentaries on stuff.
Yeah, let me
And
see. Let me see. Go ahead. Go ahead.
esports core, I think it's called
Yeah,
esports core,
let me see.
and he has a little documentary about how
Yes, right here. The man who suplexed the gods of Tekken. So if you
yep,
want to watch this, I would play it, but it's 15 minutes long. Again, I know him personally. I talked to him every other day. I know Lumajin personally. He's really, really good. And he beat some of the best Tekken players in the country. Now,
the
that's
world.
significant in the world. That's significant because it's often thought um it's often thought that Americans in general cannot beat Koreans. Koreans are highly regarded as the best country when it comes to Tekken esports. But
Hmm.
he steamrolled the Tekkens in this tournament. He steamrolled them. So he got third. That was very good for him. So y'all watch the document. It has 3 million views, almost 4 million. So y'all go check that out. I will play it, but it's time constraints. I don't want to play it. It's 15 minutes long. But I'm just showing you guys, we're out here and we're trying to do things, but we don't have the support that we need as far as gamers are concerned. Because in all honesty, there should be a black company that should sponsor him. Terrell. They need to sponsor Lil Majin. See how that works? And see, these white companies, they're afraid of that. That if we start getting a hold of these video games and actually learning how to play, that we just gonna come in and dominate. What's the guy's name? Shelton from the UK. What's his name?
Which one? Oh, black. We
The
got
the M Bison player.
oh Ben. Ben has his problem X.
Problem X.
He won Evo too.
Okay, let me show you.
Oh, here, let me. While you doing that, I want to talk about that right now.
Hey.
In 2019 to 2020, in the Street Fighter or fighting game genre, 5 out of the 8 champions are black. I'm gonna say that right now. You don't know that, but some of the best world-renowned champions in Street Fighter 5, in Taken, in a lot of fighting games are black. It's like we're here now. But the recognition, like you won't know about them because the black media don't want to talk about it or they don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, Ben, I know Ben personally. You know, Ben plays he plays in Bison, he plays Abigail, he plays Seth. Well, he plays Seth in Street Fighter 4. And he's an Evo champion in 2019. No, 2018 was it? I forgot, but
It was 2018.
2018 he was Evo champion. You got IDOM, he's current Capcom Cup world champion. And then you also have Ryan Hart. Ryan Hart,
Yes.
who's from he's from London. He's won multiple championships. He speaks Japanese. He's working on I think on Russian right now, but he spent like a whole year in Japan just learning how to play fighting games. He was actually homeless in Japan, but he learned to play fighting games. He also has like 3 Guinness Book World Record titles. He one of the Guinness Book records is uh winning streak. He has over 300 victory winning streak, the longest winning streak ever. That's a Guinness Book record. I forgot what he also owns the Guinness Book World Records of how many tournaments he has won. But a lot of people don't know him or even understand who he is. He's basically the fucking Jackie Robinson in the fighting games.
Mm-hmm.
He's like I'm a big huge fan of Ryan Hart. And I personally, I've talked to him several times. I've talked to him, and I was like, man, you don't know what you've done for fighting games, bro. you know, He's very respected in Japan when it comes to Street Fighter. Like I remember when I was in Vegas for Evo, and I was sitting there, and then Reinhardt and Daigo, considered one of the greatest Street Fighter players of all time, come down the escalator, and they're speaking Japanese to each other, and I'm like, Ryan, you know how to speak Japanese? He's like, of course, like nonchalantly. It's like, wow. So
And this is Ryan Hart here. It says the man who used fighting games to escape homelessness. This is him here. And you see all those trophies in the background.
yeah, he holds the world record of winning the most tournaments ever in fighting games.
Very good Ryu player. Very, very good Ryu player. And again, I'm showing you guys to show like we
out here. We out here.
We out here, and these folks are making a name for themselves, but these people are not getting paid because they need support. We have to support them. Like, for instance, Frank, and Frank and Rasha here, shout out to them. They have I think their son's about to turn 7. He said on his show, View from the Man Cave. Just imagine if he took an interest in gaming and you kind of started him on the plan that Shelton just gave. By the time he's 16 or 17, you don't know where he might be. And he ain't even started his life. He could be 16 years old and be a household name, making 6 and 7 figures. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I wanted to talk about this. We have to encourage each other. Again, stop shoving a basketball or football in your child's face and have them do something that'll be lucrative for generations to come. As men, we are to build. And when you get these kids into this sector of gaming, content creating, or esports, it's a form of building because you have to build a brand to be recognizable. There are 13-year-old kids out here with brands. I'm talking big brands are hitting them up, asking for them to advertise on their channel. That's why I'm doing this. Now, again, there's 3 folks in here getting this game. These white folks ain't going to tell you this, niggas. These white folks aren't going to tell you this information. Shelton, how long you been in this, Shelton?
As far as, I've been in gaming, gaming in general since I was 3. As far as being like semi-professional or professional, I've been in since 2011. Yeah.
So it's almost 10 years of experience.
So
he's giving information. This is what separates me from everybody else. I get folks on here that's gonna give you game, and then 4 y'all in here getting it. You know what? I really ought to take this down and put it in my Patreon. I really should. And I ought to make people pay for this information. Cause see, there's a guy named Stone Mountain. Let me show you guys something else. Let me show y'all something. Y'all be thinking I'm bullshitting. At the park. Okay. What is it? It is. I want to show you guys something. Stone Mountain.
Why are you doing that? Can I say something?
Go ahead.
Okay. In 2000, let's see. What year was that? In 2011, right? I just created my team. It's called the Fighters Alliance, and we were in-house fighting game team, and we were going against a bunch of other teams. We was going against teams that was created in the fighting game community. We were going against, other esports teams that was infiltrating the fighting game community, like Evil Geniuses. These are multi-million-dollar companies, right? And I'm just a homemade team, right? At that time, I was also doing a podcast about video games, so I was meeting everybody in the industry, like sitting down and talking. So I was trying to get my team sponsored by companies like corporations. And then one company, you may not know them or you may know them, called Razer. I hit them up. I had interviewed one of their marketing team, and I hit them up. I went straight to the CEO. I emailed him. I was like, his name was Ming Tang. He lives in Singapore. I told him, I was like, look, man, I got a team. I'm trying to get sponsored. I'm trying to, do this and do that. Try to, fly over the world. I don't want any money from you. I just want to be part of because they had at that time, Team Razor was, if you were sponsored by Team Razor, you was legitimate and you'd be put on you'd be able to wear their logo. You'd be able to pretty much get your player sponsored or whatever, or salary or whatever. I was like, look, I don't want none of that. I just want your logo. I want to partner up with you so I can use your name to make my team more marketable and this and that. And also, I think your headphones are wonderful. I would like to be I want to do a uh, product sponsorship with you. You know what I'm saying? I can fly my players out to wherever and do all that. I don't want that for that. I want your headphones. I want you to send us headphones. He hits me back up and was like, you know what? I'm glad you hit me up because basically we're making joysticks and we need somebody from the fighting game community to test them out. So why don't you join me in this meeting and we'll talk from there. So I'm sitting up here with the board of directors of Razer. It's me, the CEO, and a couple of his shareholders, and they're asking me for input on how to make these joysticks. And I was like, okay. So I was like, well, what about this sponsorship? Then in 2012, from 2012 to 2014, my group, the Fighters Alliance, was part of Team Razer. So we were sponsored by Razer, and they helped us, get a couple players to go to Tokyo. They had I had one player on my team. His name was Kim Hong. He's from California, SoCal, but he lives in Japan, and he's an English teacher out in Japan, and they helped him fly him from Japan to Evo. I've sent players, to Canada, to Mexico, send players to Japan, send players, I've had players, I have had people on my team win tournaments. So yeah, I've participated in tournaments. I may not be as good or as great as some of my players has been on my team. However, I've put a dent as far as my name is what I've done and what I can do in the fighting game community. People know who I am, so there's that too. So
Right. Now, I'm using a Razer mouse and keyboard now, just to let you know how big that company is. So, I wanted to show you guys this. This is a thing called Pipeline that trains you on how to be streamers. Basically, a lot of the stuff we talked about today, they're going to go over. And do you see what they charge a month? If you pay it annually, it is $28 a month. That's $28 a month. So if we do that by 12, that's $336
for what?
to learn how to be a streamer.
Man, get the okay.
I'm proving the point. Give me a second. I'm proving the point to these folks. If you do it monthly and you don't want to do the annual one, it's $408 a year. Okay. And this guy, he's a huge streamer. He's over there on Facebook. His name is Stone Mountain. Okay. There he is right there. He's created a whole thing around streaming, and I'm not mad at his hustle now. I'm not here to shit on him and say, oh, fuck it, what he done. That's not what I'm doing. He has a master class on how to build streaming games, building audience, dominating niche, all that. A lot of the information we're giving you here free, okay, he's charging $300 and $400 a year for. I'm just showing you what it is, folks. He's charging $300 and $400 for it. And Shelton has taken time out of his busy schedule and given you this game for free. This is why I said I actually this one might go to Patreon.
All right, I'm about to look. Stream starter pack. This is what you do. All right. Let's say you yourself want to start streaming, or you you have a son or daughter that are interested in streaming. This is what you do. This is what you need. Okay. To start off, you need a PlayStation 4 or Xbox One S. Hell, you can. This is those are two systems, but you can have a PC if you got a nice, you know, quality PC. But the two main factors is you have to have a console because I want to start off with a budget. Okay, the amount of money you need to start off streaming is zero. Okay, if you got a PlayStation, you automatically, you automatically have a system. You already have a machine that will help you stream. Okay, Twitch, you have to have an account on Twitch, right? How much
And
does it
that was
cost?
one of my questions. Do you prefer Twitch, Facebook Gaming? What's the best one to stream on?
The best one to stream on or start streaming is Twitch by far. Okay, if you're a novice when it comes to streaming, create a Twitch. Okay, create a Twitch account. How much does it cost to create a Twitch account?
Zero.
Absolutely nothing. Create a Twitch account, attach it to your Facebook, attach it to your YouTube. Well, how much does it cost to create a YouTube channel? Absolutely nothing. Okay, so when it comes to streaming, Twitch is number one. YouTube is number two. Facebook is going through something weird. I guess they're trying to put their whole foot into gaming now because they bought
They
Mixer.
are. They are.
So, I mean, we don't know the entails of what Facebook does because at one point, when you hit the button to stream on your PlayStation, it was like, what do you want to stream on? You want to stream on Twitch, YouTube, or Facebook?
Yeah,
Facebook took their option off.
they sure
So
did.
they took their option off. So we don't know what they're going to do. They're probably going to come up with their own brand, just like they did with Messenger, because now Mixer, which was Xbox's streaming service, Facebook bought them. So now Facebook is probably going to come out with their own. So that's probably next year. So right now.
Yeah, they actually already have an app called Facebook Gaming. You can get it on your Android. So they're going to be competing toe to toe with Twitch, and I mean
Right.
they're putting a lot of money behind it.
Right. So start off with Twitch. No money in Twitch. I mean, you don't have you like to stream. You really don't need any money as far as if you got the game system. If you don't have the game system, then that's like $300 or $400 to get a game system. But if you already got the game system, you already got internet. You already to start streaming costs no money. Just hook up your game system in your son's room. Create a Twitch account on a laptop or a PC. Then connect the Twitch to the Twitch account to your PlayStation account. Bam, you're already on. Got a mic, $10-15 if you already got a mic. The mic comes with the PlayStation 4 or the Xbox One. If you want to really, be engrossed or be able to hear the game, and while you're talking, get some headphone mic. The best ones I suggest to get is the Cloud X Stingers, and they're $50. $50. Good headphone. Good budgeted headphone. Okay. Now do that stream for a good 3 or 4 months. Get your feet wet. Now you're starting to get viewers. Now you're starting to get followers. You know what I'm saying? Now people want to see what you look like. You know what I'm saying? That's when you start investing in getting like a webcam. If you're on a console, you get the PlayStation Cam, which is like $100. And then that's when you start branching off into like streaming equipment. You don't have to spend like thousands and thousands of dollars to get good streaming equipment. If you want a budget, you can spend like anywhere from like $200 to $500 to get a good streaming equipment. Like if you already got a PC, a good middle end to high end PC, what you could do is get a mic. Preferably mics that I would get is like Snowball or Blue. It's BLU, Blue Mic, Snowball Mic. They're high quality. Um, you get those, and then you get like a laptop. You can use your laptop, um, and then also to uh, to also record and to record your content, so you can save it to your hard drive, whatever. You would get some capture equipment or capture card, one of the best on the market, and it works good with consoles. It's called Elgato capture card. That's EL space GATO. Elgato capture card. They range from anywhere from like 100 to like $200.
Right now, the cheapest is 179. This COVID has streaming equipment ridiculously expensive. Webcams are. You may as well just buy a DSLR, but I'm not going to go on a tangent about that. So yeah.
Yeah. So and there you go. That's the start. Like I said, the starting kit for if you want to get in streaming, you are serious about doing this. Starting kit, console, mic, Twitch account. Boom. That's it.
There you go. He's giving you everything you need to start the stream. All right. Now, Sheldon, the last question here is: give us your top 5 gamers.
Whew, question. This top 5 gamers as far as like that stream content, so people can watch and whatnot.
Give us top 5 for content creators, top 5 for professional gamers.
Okay. As far as content creating, I give you the number one right now that people I think should be checking out is Smug. Smug is
I love
a
Smug, man.
Smug is a gamer from New York City. He's African American. He's black. Um, he puts up wonderful content as far as fighting game. He's a fighting game. He's a professional fighting gamer. He's sponsored by Rise Gaming. He's funny. He's likable, and I would say he's number one on my list, because especially if you're trying to get into fighting games, and especially if you're trying to get in content creating, because he streams from his bedroom, his family apartment, but he streams from like his bedroom. His bedroom is like it's like a it's like a small ass bedroom. Like it's really small,
It's
but
small as
as
hell.
hell. But he streams, but he be putting in numbers, and people love him. He's funny. He's hilarious, and I mean, that's number one. As far as he's number one on both lists, as far as content and as far as professional, because he puts on a show. He puts on a show. Um, Number two, as far as content creation, um, because here's the thing, a lot of professional players, they're good at what they do, but when it comes on putting on a show or talking to people or interacting with their audience, they suck. They don't have the gift of the gab of how to, you know, be entertaining as far as off the screen, as far as off the sticks or off of playing. But that's why Smug is number one, because he's good on the sticks and he's good as far as interacting and keeping people laughing on his stream. So this is when it starts to get tough, because as far as it depends on what game you're playing. Like if you're trying to try to get into fighting games with Street Fighter, I would say tune into Daigo's stream. But the thing is, Daigo cannot speak English. He speaks Japanese. But if you want to learn how to play the game, I would say view his stream. As far as I really don't know any sports content creators outside of their own personal channels. I would just say check the 2K League. I don't know their official Twitch channel, but check the 2K League when they show off them playing. If you want to get into the sports, or the Madden League, that's another one. You want to if you want to go into a Madden, you can check out their official league. As far as Overwatch, because I'm heavy into Overwatch and Apex. See, the thing is, Overwatch, they had the Overwatch League. They had their channel on Twitch, but they they took it off of Twitch and they're on YouTube now. So you can check out, just search Overwatch League, and you can watch them play on there. I like Chipsa. He's a Overwatch player. He's a Overwatch League competitor, but he also streams on his own. When it comes to Apex, I like Daltrous, Daltroosh. He's a very good Apex Legends player. He also moved over to PC, and he plays with joystick on PC. And a lot of people who plays on PC frown that, but he be beating their ass. As far as content creator, I just recently started liking this guy. He goes by the Black Hokage. He's a content creator on YouTube. He plays a lot of games. He plays a lot of PC games. He reviews PC games, PS4 games. He's black. He's funny. He's witty. He's very entertaining. I'll put him as my number 2 as far as content creator. You guys, you should check him out. He's very funny and hilarious. As far as professional gamers, I've pretty much followed like everybody from the fighting games. Like I said, Smug is number 1, IDOM is number 2. Most of my professional list is gonna be fighting gamers. Problem X, he's 3. He's from the UK. 4 is Daigo, because he's the Street Fighter god. 5, my 5th one as far as professional gaming goes. I have to go with Sakonoko. A reason why I go with Sakonoko is because Sakonoko is okay in Japan. There's Street Fighter. There's these guys. They're called the 5 gods of street fighting, right? There's Daigo Umehara. That's one. Sakonoko, Yuki, Takedo, and I always forget the other 5 guy, Hatani. They're like the best Street Fighter players ever, right? Sakonoko is the oldest. He's like the same age as me, and his technique and execution is just amazing. Like the stuff he pull off, the reflexes and everything. He's got the reflexes of like a 19-year-old kid, but he's like the same age as me, and he's a family man, but he just be beating the hell out of people, and everybody over in Japan respect him. So that's the reason why I follow him, because he's just an old man now, but he got them hands when it comes to fighting games. So that's my list for professionals as far as professional gamers: Smug, IDOM, Problem X, Daigo, and Sakonoko. Content creators, as far as when it comes to content creating, is Smug, who I say Daltrous, Black Hokage. You know what? As far as a comedic aspect and as far as content, he games, but I view his YouTube channel just because of the skits, and he makes you laugh. And if you're a gamer, you can relate to it. I would say Mighty Keef. That's Keef, the Mighty Keef. Check out his YouTube channel. He puts up videos that are hilarious. That are I view him. Even though, like I said, you could be good at games, but you don't have to be good at games to be a content creator. I don't know how good he is in fighting games, but his YouTube platform is basically, his content is creating on making skits on the fighting game communities or about fighting games in general, and they are absolutely hilarious. So I would tune into him. And the 5th one for content creation, oh man, I don't know. I just go with the 4.
All right, that'll work, man. All right. So that is all the questions I have, man. You got any last words for us, Shelton?
Um, don't be hard on your kids if they want a game. If they choose to play video games over actual sports, I'm going through that now with my mid son. The whole world, as far as his intermediate family and friends of mine, are telling me that he needs to play basketball, and he refuses. Don't be hard on your kid, and don't shun him from doing stuff that he wants to do, her or what she wants to do. You know, and don't be ignorant to the fact that there are people of color out in this industry that's trying to make a name for themselves. They just need your assistance. And I'm not talking about monetary. I'm talking about support, like emotionally, and just understand what they're trying to do. They're trying to accomplish some things, because let's be real, you know, people of non-color out here, they trying to deter or halter our progress. You know what I'm saying? And they don't want to see us win. They don't want to see us win in anything, and that's even in video games. And that's all I gotta say on that moment.
Perfect. Folks, I want to thank you all for hanging in there with us. It is a late night edition of Ultimate Black Man Radio, but I felt like this was some information that was important to get out. As the world changes and going forward, our society will be different. We're going to have to adjust ways to be relevant, to gain notoriety, to build brands, and to make money. And my goal and purpose with the Side Hustle Series is to provide ways to make money. Are you going to make 8 or 9 figures? Probably not. But imagine if you have a full-time job and on the side, you decide to take up streaming on Twitch or Facebook. You can easily, and Sheldon can back me up on this, you can easily make an additional $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 a year after a certain time period. That you can do that. That's why I wanted to. And if you're making an extra 15 grand, that puts you in a whole new tax bracket. This is ways, if you're saving for your kids' college and you want to save up some more, but you don't quite have the money, and your kid is an avid gamer and they have a personality, get them in front of a stream. A lot of your kids like to do that anyway. That's the way they can make money. And by the time they're 17, 18, 19 years old, they can decide if they want to go to college or pursue a career in gaming. Gaming and content creation, it's not going anywhere. Okay? It's here to stay. What I want Black people to do is get in on this train before all the celebrities get over here and start creating content. And then there's no more room for you to grow. Because everybody's watching Kevin Durant and LeBron James when he retires. And Ronda Rousey has a Twitch channel, folks.
It's funny you say that, because when I turned on the YouTube just now earlier, I see Odom Beckham Jr. He's like, it says in his own YouTube channel, he says getting dubs in Warzone. He's playing Warzone right now.
Listen, Sheldon, people think I'm telling you how my channel is. This channel one day, along with Frank's too, these channels will have over 100,000 subs. I'm telling you, I see it. Okay. Folks are going to look back in the next, it ain't going to take long, 5 years, 10 years from now. And they're going to say, dang, Gabe was right. I just said you might want to get on this stuff before these celebrities come over here and take it over. Sheldon just says, Odell Beckham, he's on YouTube Live playing Warzone.
Oh, because look, that's just now. 2 days ago, I saw that Zeke Elliott, the running back for the Dallas Cowboys, he was doing gaming session with Scooter McGavin. He's a YouTube channel. I'm telling you, the pandemic, the sports is canceled. 2020, sports is canceled.
It's over with.
So a lot of these sports celebrities, they game on their off time.
Yeah, they do. And they're streaming it now.
Yeah, so they got nothing else to do. They're bored.
Now,
so what they're doing,
you Zeke Elliott, you got about another 5 good years in the league. Instead of running until you blow both your knees out, you can retire at 30, 31, 32 and go start you a Twitch channel and make $500,000 to $1 million a year. Because that's what he would make without thinking twice. Folks, y'all gonna look up. I'm not gonna be studying you niggas either. I ain't gonna be studying you niggas. Y'all gonna look up. I'm gonna have 100,000 subs. I'm gonna be on TV talking shit. Y'all gonna be like, damn, Gabe was right. I know what I'm talking about, folks. I'm telling y'all, hop on this shit before these celebrities come in here and take it over. And you ain't gonna be able to get your foot in the door. Drake was playing Fortnite with Ninja last year.
Yep, he was. He sure was. Drake playing Fortnite with Ninja.
The best, my favorite rap group, Migos, they're always online playing something. They're over there on caffeine.
They actually put caffeine. They're putting caffeine on the map.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. So you niggas can sit over here. Y'all can troll me all day, argue with me, get your little bussy in a bunch. It's not going to change the fact that you niggas need to start building, brothers, men. Y'all need to get off your behinds and take advantage of this. This will be the largest wealth transfer in history. What side of history do you want to be on? A lot of moves people are making in 2020 is going to set their families up for the next 2, 3, 4 generations.
Exactly. And then I hate to say it like this. It's like the pandemic actually has been like a gift and a curse for the Black community because, like I was talking to my wife, and she was like, because I work from home, and she was like, "Are you going back?" I was like, "No, I'm not going back if this pandemic ended because work from home has been nothing but a godsend." And not only, and then it's like, and then also you can stay home and make money, and on top of that, even if I was unemployed, I'll be streaming full time and I still be making money. Yeah. Like like you said, the side hustle is real, especially man. Black people better get out here and get this cheddar.
Man, some folks' side hustles pay more than their jobs, folks. This is why I wanted to do this show. My next show, I'm going to be revisiting this topic again because when it's all said and done and we're looking back on this in history, I want them to be like Gabe tried to tell us. And I want people that are listening and want the game, I want them to have the game. I was going to put this on Patreon because this, I always have folks telling me, why don't you talk about something more serious? Then I get up here and I talk about something more serious, and you niggas are nowhere to be found. I'm taking notes, folks. Trust me. The next panel I want to do, I want to get, some of those professional gamers on a panel so they can talk to y'all about how they got to where they got. I can get Lil Majid on. Probably could get a few of the others on as well. And just let them chop it up about what they did to get where they are. We can talk numbers, what they make from their streaming, ad revenue, things like that. I'm going to put the information out there. It's up to you niggas if you're going to catch it or not. Because I feel like in the future, this video will be one of the more watched ones, just like the video with the psychotherapist I had on. It doesn't have a lot of views right now. It probably will in the future. So that's why I wanted to do this. I want Black men to step. I'm tired of us making excuses. This is why I am doing these shows. Okay. I'm tired of Black folks and Black men making excuses in particular. I'm tired of us looking at our women and saying we can't. I can't do it. I don't have a way of doing it.
And another thing, I was on ESPN 3, but hey, I was on there competing. So I mean, a lot of people was like, "Wait a minute, you was on ESPN?" It was like, "It's ESPN 3," but I was shown on television in the household of millions of people. So I'm just saying,
absolutely. So me and Frank, we're gonna change the game between View from the Man Cave and Ultimate Black Man Radio, we're going to change the game. He had a real great live today. You know, the numbers were held steady. I'm proud of my brother Frank. He's over there building. You know, me and Frank, we can talk about how we started at 0. I have almost 1,200 subs now. This time last year, I didn't even have 500. So, you know, this channel has really grown thanks to you guys for listening and sharing. And it's going to grow some more. I'm telling you where we're going. These channels are going to be huge in the next 10 years, man. Y'all going to look back and be like, dang, man, the channel just really took off. It's going to happen. It's going to happen, y'all. And so, I'll leave this up. I hope folks go back and listen. I know it's 2 hours long. I just showed you where there's a guy out here, Stone Mountain, very respected, and I like his program. I think their program is cool. He's charging $300 and $400 to learn everything we just told you in 2 hours. So it's up to you. May the odds forever be in your favor and choose wisely. Gaming is the future. It's not going anywhere. Take advantage. Okay, if you have kids that are into gaming, stop being a sorry parent and just putting them in front of the TV and leaving. Monitor them, guide them. Listen to this broadcast. There are videos on how to start a Twitch channel. Go watch them. Parents, y'all ain't doing nothing no way. Y'all just want to sit up and let the TVs babysit your kids. Put your kids in a position to win. Okay? That's my end rant. Shelton, I'll have you back again, brother. This was great, man. We'll do this again in the future, and we'll chop it up and give people this good game, man. Thank you for taking time out and coming on and telling us your experience in the gaming industry.
All right, thank you. Also, you can check me out on Twitch. My Twitch handle is synkiller, as SYNKYLLER. I pretty much stream new games, but stream Apex Legends, Overwatch, Destiny 2, and as far as fighting games, I've also been taking a break from fighting games. But if I stream fighting games, it's gonna be Dragon Ball Z Fighters, Street Fighter 5, Street Fighter 4, and on a lot of that. My YouTube channel is just look up synkiller, like I said, or Darth, DARTH 48076, and I have some hilarious videos. I even have videos of me and my children. Have some skits on there, but I mostly talk about video games and talk about Black people in video games, and it's an interesting channel or whatever. So
all right, man. All right, appreciate this show. Now, y'all know I gotta leave y'all with my favorite song in the whole wide world. But before we do that, again, if you'd like to donate, you can do so here at Cash App, $ultimateblackman. Also at paypal.me/ultimateblackman. If you've liked what you've heard today, just hit that donation button and donate to the Ultimate Black Man Ministries. Pay your tithes and your offering. Man, I'm gonna get with my boy Frank. We're supposed to be doing a live for a listener. I'll get with him and see when we can do it. We both been busy, but you know that it's life. If you're not busy, you out here being unproductive. But on that note, I am going to leave you with one of my favorite songs in the whole wide world. I want everybody to be safe. Tomorrow's hump day. Y'all have a great hump day. Stay positive the rest of the week. Ashe, God bless, and see you next time.
Quarantine fucking tonight. Quarantine fucking tonight. Yeah, baby. Fucking tonight. Go ahead and get it, working with the ass and the legs and the motherfucking head. Yo, I'm making out with your pussy. I said I'm working and sucking it and fucking it and working it and popping my hand up in your motherfucking body. Then come here, baby, while I'm sucking on and making out with your whole body. I'm tweaking on your body, tweaking on your nipples, baby. Yo, it's hotter than I anticipated. It's getting better all the time now. You make me tingle, make me sweat, baby. Make me do it, make me you're the best. I'ma tell you how to
work it, baby, harder, faster, slower, bigger, faster, slower. Now I do it wider, up or down or lower, baby. You know I'm gonna fuck you, I'm gonna
fucking tonight. Work my body with your body. When you do it, put our bodies all together. Now we're working, now we're working, now we're fucking tonight. Baby, oh, baby, baby. Quarantine fucking tonight. Yeah, you know we're fucking, baby. Know we get it on, get it in, get it long, get it. You know I work the body with the quarantine fucking tonight. You know I work it, never stop working it. I'm gonna tickle it, work it, baby, when I'm fucking you. Oh, baby, now I'm fucking you, I'm fucking you.
You're fucking me, I like it when you're fucking me. Your body's on my body, now we're fucking each other. And now it's combination fucking, baby, do it the other way. Turn it all around, flip it upside down. I'm working you, I'm working you, I'm working you. You working me, we working all together on your body. And now I'm making you come, I'm making you feel it, making you done. Make you sleep, have a cigarette, wash, rinse, repeat. You're coming cause it's mine forever. Yo, rewind on a do it again, god damn it, do it.
Quarantine fucking tonight. I can't take it anymore. Quarantine fucking tonight. Too much for your body, baby.
Welcome, and this is Ultimate Black Man Radio, an all-inclusive YouTube channel dedicated to black men, black women, and black children, discussing topics ranging from relationships to finances to social issues affecting the black community. Welcome to the channel, and we hope you enjoy the content.